Let's bring in the reporter who broke the story, Greg Smith of The City, Democratic strategist, longtime New Yorker, legend on the Democrat side, Hank Scheinkoff, and Hank Newsom, co-founder of New York Black Lives Matter, Inc. And I wanted to bring back Paul Callan, former New York City prosecutor, understands the politics very, very well. First, Hank, is my analysis right in terms of what's interesting about this dynamic? And can Adams survive this even at this point?
He can survive. The question is for how long, and it depends on how much chaos there is in city government on a daily basis. That's the great definer. Will people try to push him out if things become very chaotic? He'll get the message from within his own community, African Americans and other Caribbean Americans and other people who depend on him or who see him as a model. And he'll get the message from the big people who run the place. I mean, we're talking about 2,000 people who really run New York. They can't afford to have chaos. It just doesn't work that way. And he will get the message if things are not being performed properly.
Greg, he is presenting as very confident in his defense. Now, what we know of it is, at this point, really has nothing to do with the allegations in the indictment and everything to do with why they were investigating him in the first place. He says, I spoke up against Biden about the migrant problem, and now this happened. Is that getting traction?
I mean, I don't understand that argument. I mean, if you know anything about prosecutors, they hate to lose. So they pick very carefully the cases they're going to bring. And I have to tell you, my experience with covering Southern District and Eastern District, both of the U.S. Attorney's offices here in New York City, is that they don't want to pick a case that's going to fall apart. And in this particular case, they have spent a long time. They took his phones, plural, just about a year ago. So they've been looking at his phones, and then they're looking at other people's databases and pulling this together. But my point is that that argument doesn't make any sense, because really, it's always about the same thing. It's about, what do you got? What's the evidence? And in this particular case, I don't know if you read this thing, it's clear they're looking at text messages between people, which is contemporaneous evidence that I don't see how, like, Joe Biden telling Damian Williams that you got to go after this guy. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. Sorry, I don't buy it.
Listen, that's exactly why I have you on here, Greg, is that it's for your gut, man. It's your gut. You know these stories. You know what's familiar. Now, Hawk, I want to talk about yours as well. Sharpton is looking at this situation and saying, what's best for us, in quotes, overall? Hakeem, he's talking about, obviously the New York representative, Hakeem Jeffries, he could be Speaker of the House. If Adams makes all Democrats look dirty, maybe that affects us nationally. What do you think about that line of thinking? And why was it important for you, in the face of this indictment, to let Adams know that he's done plenty wrong besides this?
Thanks for having me, Chris. I would like to say that politically, black people are in a civil war. There's a national election, even what's happening here locally. There's the elite, the upper class blacks, who are pretty much calling all the shots with these politicians. And then there's us in the streets, the people who are affected by Eric Adams' stance on homelessness, how he arrested homeless people and threw their belongings away. The people who feel the hit when, under his administration, rent was raised 3 times. The people who are stopped and frisked every day by his police department, the same police department and commissioner that he backed even when they were burying chokings. Like, I just don't understand how these quote-unquote black leaders could overlook a mayor who supports cops who cover up chokings when everybody was for George Floyd and Eric Garner. I just don't get it, Chris.
Hey, thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget, click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.